Wisconsin wine guy, and we are back with another wine review. You know, I always exercise when doing these videos. I'm just so excited, you know, just so hyper, you know, to share many wines with you. So I hope you appreciate it as I appreciate sharing with you. Now, let's get to it. Oh, wait. I want to thank you for subscribing, and thank you for watching, and thank you for following. So, I really want you to subscribe, because if you subscribe, it makes my rankings better. However, I know a lot of you come back and watch the videos and see what I'm posting new or what I posted new, or come back every Wednesday for the Wednesday wine review. Okay, so I appreciate that as well. Now, for those who are new, welcome. I'm your Wisconsin wine guy. I review wines that I like to call everyday drinking wines. These are wines that you'll find wherever you shop for wine. Liquor store, grocery store, wine shop. You may find these wines at your stores. I select these wines, give them a taste, and give you my opinion, what I think about these wines, to help make your shopping easier. Okay? Thumbs up. It's a simple rating system. Thumbs up. It's a wine that, you know what, I recommend this wine. You know, I think it's a good value for everyday drinking wine. Can't go wrong with it. Okay? 3/4. This is a wine that I would share with my friends. This is a wine I would take to a party, okay, and share with people at the party. Or it's definitely one that I know I'm going to drink halfway. Ooh, that wine didn't work for my palate. It doesn't make it a bad wine, but I will tell you why it didn't work for my palate. But I want you to taste it and let me know, and the rest of us know what you think about the wine. Thumbs down. Don't need to say anything else about that, right? Every now and then, there's the infamous double thumbs up. Okay? And double thumbs up said, you know what, that wine is highly recommended, you know, and I definitely want you to try that wine. And hopefully you feel the same way I feel, but it's also a wine that you may be able to sit on for a few more years and see how it goes. I have quite a few of those, and that's where the wine purge comes in at. Okay, now, that being said, we are not Josh again. You may have seen this on the shelf. You know, I've reviewed quite a few of Josh wines, different tiers, different labels, you know, to give you my opinion of the wines, different varietals as well. You know, I like Josh wines. And I do have a blind tasting coming up of Josh wines. You know, one with the Josh Cabernet Reserve, North Coast, and Paso Robles. Then I have another taste off, I like to call it, a blind tasting. We're going to do Joel Gott and Josh Cellars blind, same varietals. You know, do a series of those and see which one I like best. I know what I like best just on strength, I'm not going to say, but I want to blind taste those wines and then let my palate be the guide. Which will I venture off to? So that's going to be very interesting. Look out for those in 2025. Now, Josh Cellars and Hearth wine, Cabernet Sauvignon from Josh Cellars, 2021. Okay. Now, coming in at 14.5% alcohol, you can find this at $19.99, and you can find it on sale for like maybe $10 to $12. Okay. Now, so Josh makes all these different wines, especially all these different Cabernets. Here's where I put this. You have the Josh Cellars tan label, you have the Hearth, and you have the Reserve, and you go up from there. Okay. And I put it in that order as far as taste goes. I think the Josh tan label Cabernet is a lot more fruit dense and almost like somewhat kind of sweet fruit, you know, depending on the vintage too. I've noticed even at that level that sometimes the vintage can be a little bit different. But you have that, and then you have the Hearth, which we'll talk about that when I begin to taste it. Okay. Grapes are sourced from the North Coast, okay? Meaning up and down the coast, northern coast of California, they source the grapes, you know, from vineyards that they work with through Josh Cellars, you know, to produce their wines. This is going to be Cabernet. Haley's Corker. Let's give it a pour. Wow. Now, this definitely could be a blend from different vineyards. of different vineyards, different Cabernets, produce this wine. But wow, I'm saying it, that color. That color, man. Woo, baby, that color is dark. 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 Okay? That's a deep, can you see that? That's a deep color there. That's almost like a deep like cross between garnet, burgundy, and purple. Well, let's go burgundy. So it starts off with a nice garnet and goes into a deep burgundy purple. Wow, that's deep. Or if you think about blackberry, when you ever squeeze blackberries into the juice, think of that. The inkiness of the berries. Okay, you get that when your hands get all colored. All right, now, wow, that's deep. Let's get a nose on this. Nose. Nose on this one is going to be cranberry, cherry, raspberry. You get some of the oak spice on the nose here. Wow. So the nose is pretty nice. It's a very, very lovely nose. Turn it around. Nose is pretty nice, okay? Hearth, they wanted to make this wine, for a gathering of people, okay? Just get together, drink some wine. It's one of those wines where you get together with people and drink some wine, have some snacks, right? And have a conversation, right? All wines should be like that, but Hearth is the intention of this particular wine. Now, acidity, then taste. Okay, decent acidity. Head is a slaw. Okay. Now for the taste. All right. So, look at those color. Now, it's one thing to have legs, right? When you have legs with color, that makes me concerned, a little concerned. I think mega purple. I think when I see legs with color. But here's where we're at. Remember I said Josh Tan label, then Hearth, then Reserve, then up the scale. So this isn't that much different. There's a slight difference to it. I don't think it's as juicy fruit as the Josh Tan label, but it definitely has a fruitiness to it. Definitely has a fruitiness to it, with more plum. But I'm going to give this, because there's that thing that said legs with color. I mean, it's red, but it's like really colored. And then there's a taste for me, for my palate, a subtle synthetic taste. Subtle, okay, for my palate. Would I drink this, enjoy this with food? Yeah, I would. So I'm gonna give it a 3/4. And I'll tell you why, 3/4. I didn't want to give it a halfway because it's not off-putting. I couldn't give it a thumbs up because, it's just all right for me. But as far as an everyday drinking wine, 3/4, and I would take this with someplace with me and drink it. Yeah, I would do that. But then have to have it with food. 14 and a half, I said? 14.5% alcohol, with that density of richness, has a richness to it. Has a very deep richness to it. That's one of those things that get you in trouble. that my palate will grow kind of tired after a while because it has that density of fruit there. In this case, so I'm gonna go 3/4 on this. Again, I would drink it. I would bring it to a party just to get a consensus around everybody, and if we have food there, especially the right kind of food, I think this would be great with if it's summertime and grilled foods, or in the winter time with grilled foods again. So we'll give it a shot. You give it a shot. If you haven't had it, taste it, and what you think. I want to know. It's your Wisconsin wine guy, saying as always, let your palate be the guide who's selecting your wine. It's 2025. I'll see you next time. Ciao.